Let me say this. Trump's been talking about we're creating jobs and killing terrorists. I do believe this is like Clinton's tactic of after he was impeached, after he was investigated for the Lewinsky thing, he went and did a little bombing. I think this was definitely a part of it. But I just think Trump is an idiot. I don't, if there's nothing else you take from these discussions, Trump is an idiot. And everything he uses, he's got from somebody else. Moving the embassy to Jerusalem. Clinton talked about it. Obama talked about it. Bush, he didn't come up with that. Other things he talked about, he didn't come up with. Nobody around him come up with these things. He's not smart. He used these things to divide. But I also really do believe, as a gentleman called into Majority Report said, these are Zionists. I call them Christian dominionists, which is about just cult stuff. The idea that the white man is supposed to be in the center running things. That, to me, is how Trump thinks. That's how Pompeo thinks. That's how all those guys think. When I say white supremacist all-star team, that's what I mean. They have a mindset of doing things to start the rapture. And so it doesn't matter who they kill. And they're never going to do things to make peace with Iran or to the other Arabic countries. They have no interest in that. They're not going to do that. And it's terrifying because it puts people in danger. Some made a point to me, why when you join the military, this is one of the reasons why you have nuts like this who are going to keep waging war for no reason. Whether we go to war with Iran or whether we don't. Whether we go to war with somebody else, they're going to keep doing this stuff. It's not about our freedom. It's not about any of those things. But listen, I was on Fox website for some reason. They had Trump talking. And I just realized when he made that statement about killing terrorists, I think these guys think that anybody that they don't like is potentially a terrorist. And you might say that's Iran or people like that. You know, you might say Soleimani had some things he had done that were wrong. I'll go along with that. I don't put America on a high ground morally, so it's hard for me to hear that kind of stuff. It's like a serial killer talking to me about another serial killer. Yeah, I don't like either one of them, but I'm not going to go kill the other one for you. You're bad too. I'm not going to do anything you tell me to do. Anything you tell me to do, I'm going to fucking check, double check, triple check. Because I'm looking at you. I know you're a killer. Now, like I said, I think this is an example of that whatever they want to call a terrorist, they'll call it. It reminds me of when they had the bailouts and Iceland didn't want to bail out the banks. And the U.S. government called them a terrorist country. I still remember that. And I thought that was crazy. I'm like, wait a minute. Iceland is a founding member of NATO. I just thought that was the craziest shit ever. But I realize now that terrorism is whatever they say it is. You understand? It's like the law. It is whatever they say it is. You know, whether you had these black men getting shot for running away from the police, but then you have white boys going to the mall with an AR-15 rifle on. They aren't touched. You know, the many cases we've had of that, gun girl going to a college campus with a rifle on her bag, these mass shooters. There's been plenty of videos of this stuff. You can look it up yourself. The white folks just doing whatever they want. Nothing happens to them. Justice and law is whatever they say it is. I think Trump makes that more clear now than ever. He ain't the first person, but he just makes it so clear that there's not just in America, and we are certainly not on any moral high ground as to tell any other country what is moral to do and what is not moral to do. So it's just something that came to me, that whatever they say is terrorism. It may change, drop a hat. 1 minute they may say something, 10 minutes they may say something else. That's just, there's no value in these men's words. And even if Bernie Sanders got elected, I don't think we'll ever get that back, nor should we. That moral respect. I think it's good because with Obama you had moral respect, but he did a bunch of fucked up stuff too. He was just legitimate. Trump's not legitimate. When you go and you have a deal the whole world agreed on, and you just say, fuck it, I'm out. That's not legitimate. Like, that's not legitimate, bro. I don't care who believes it or who you tell. It's illegitimate. Peace.